How's it going, everybody, on this wonderful, just absolutely beautiful Friday afternoon here on the lower shore of Maryland? It's now about 3:40, so the weekend is nearly upon us. And for me, that means one thing. Yes, surprise, surprise, I'm in the gym. I know, go figure. Where else would I be, right? So I'm about to get my workout in, but I wanted to share with you a quick scenario, if I may, and then pose a question to you. The scenario is, let's say, for argument's sake, that you and I are training together 3 times a week, right here in the Vicnasium, an hour each day. So that's 3 hours each week. Is that going to determine whether you succeed or fail, or is it something else? Namely, what happens out here. Let me explain what I mean by that. When the consistency of being in the gym, however often you go into the gym, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times a week, half hour, 2 hours, whatever it is, there's still 168 hours in a week, which means the consistency, the work, the discipline, the dedication, that doesn't end the moment you leave the gym. And I see that a lot. I've worked in a gym before where you see people coming in on a regular basis, and they come in and they work hard every time. God bless them, they do. But you don't see a whole lot of change, if any. And the reason for that is, it's not the work they're doing in the gym because they're working hard. What's happening is they're not compounding that success or the progress that they're making once they leave the gym. They're not going home and eating a healthy meal. They're not continuing to, follow some of the same habits, going for walks, getting exercise in away from the gym, spending quality time with family, anything and everything you need to do that all adds up. Little wins that all add up together as you move along day by day, week by week. For me, and I'm probably going to, piss the church-going people off right now by using this as an analogy, but I equate it to people who go to church every Sunday, and they're in there and they're doing all the right things and saying all the right things and listening to what the priests, pastors, whoever, are saying, but then they treat people like crap the rest of the week. It's like, what happens inside those doors doesn't seem to change what happens once they exit those doors. Same thing in this particular case. And again, not trying to piss off the church people, just using that as an example. Same thing happens here. When I finish this workout today, the key for me is to not leave this gym and then go have, a cheeseburger and fries. Not to go dig into my son's Easter candy as much as I would love to. Making sure that I'm hydrating enough. Making sure that I can even go for a nice walk or a run afterwards just to kind of wind everything down. Beautiful day, I may end up doing that. It's taking the progress, the even 1% better in here and adding to it out there. That's the key. That's why whenever I talk to anyone about training and they ask me about, hey, what do you do in your training sessions? One thing I always talk to them about is not just what happens in our training sessions in here. It's the focus that we'll take on everything else that happens once you leave here. Because let's face it, I can't be around my clients 24/7. My in-person clients might be in here 2-3 days a week, at an hour each time. That's 2-3 hours a week. You're talking there's still another 168, 169 hours left in the week. And if you're going to make progress, most of those hours have to be positive, have to be done in such a way that yield positive results. That's why when you hear me talk about the 80-20 rule, and that's specifically more geared towards more nutrition, but at the same time, it could really be applied to anything. If you're consistent with your health and fitness routine, at least 80% of the time every week, you're going to make progress. And the other 20%, you can enjoy yourself a little bit. You can indulge a little bit. Within reason, of course. You don't want to go completely nuts and just eat everything or not get any exercise in at all. But again, it's adding to what you do each and every day, that little bit that makes you 1% better. And when you take it day to day to day to day, guess what happens? Those little wins that we talk about, I don't like using the word little because they're all big wins to me. They're all wins. They start to stack one on top of the other. And what does that do over time? Over a month, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, a year? You start conquering goals. You start making things happen. You start getting the results that you want. And that's simply through hard work. But I just want you to understand that it's not just in here. This is a piece to the puzzle, but it's not the entire puzzle. Making sure once you exit here and go out there that you continue doing the work that's going to help you in the long run. Hope you all have a great weekend. Of course, I'll see you back here tomorrow, of course, but I hope you all have a great weekend wherever you are. Take care, folks.